welcome to the Deekster Talks, Episode 1, my podcast series. Alrighty, well, before we start, I just want to give a quick explanation of what this even is. So, the Deekster Talks is a podcast series, obviously, straight from YouTube. I actually did make this like months ago, which is why it has this old PVZ background. But I made this a couple months ago and I never decided to upload it and it got cancelled. But I decided I'd bring it back. And I actually did it with some friends, but this time I'm alone. But anyways, welcome to the Deekster Talks. Or should I say, welcome back to the Deekster Gaming, bringing you the finest yet cringiest content this platform has to offer. Alright, so usually these episodes, I plan on making it that these episodes last at least like 20 minutes maybe? I'm not sure yet, but either way, welcome. And yeah, okay. So, the first episode is about the YouTube channel. So, I'm going to go over some history and talk about the Deekster Gaming as a whole. Starting back all the way in 2015, 2014, I had dreamed about becoming a YouTuber. I asked my parents a couple times. They always said no, obviously, because, a 5, 6-year-old, 7-year-old shouldn't be on the internet making YouTube videos. So anyways, I made a couple videos on my iPad mini, just like, oh, this would be like if I did make videos. And if you didn't see, like 2 weeks ago, I reacted to them. If you want to watch that video, you can. It was an emotional roller coaster. But anyways, so after making those couple clips, I kind of just gave up on my dream of being a YouTuber. And honestly, after this, YouTube was, I still watched it on a guest account until 2016 that changed. When Deacon Korf, aka my YouTube account, was created. Aka what we use today as the Deekster Gaming. So, I created this, and I'm like, okay, I got an account now. I can subscribe to people, like videos, whatever, notifications, blah, blah, blah. Anything a normal YouTube account comes with. So after this, I still didn't really have any interest in making YouTube videos until I met Dorito, and we loved role-playing. And I'm like, it'd be pretty cool if, like, the world could see our role-plays. And, yeah, I asked my parents one day, I'm like, hey, Mom, can I get a U? And right when I said U, she just said no. And then that was the end of that conversation. So, yeah, my dreams of being a YouTuber were unfortunately shattered, but I don't really care. Years and years later, me and Dorito made a full-on roleplay series across multiple games, ginormous storyline, a multiverse basically. But that, I'm not here to talk about that. That will never be on YouTube. Anyways, 2020 comes, him, me, and my old friend, no longer friend, Bobo Beep, were in a party together. And then I'm like, it'd be cool if we made like a brand new roleplay series that we can put on YouTube. And we made, I'm like, that'd be pretty cool if we had like a series on YouTube. So I go to my dad and I'm like, hey dad, just wondering, but I just started grade 6 and I really want to make a YouTube channel. And I'm like, Dad, can I make a YouTube channel? And he's like, yeah, sure, I don't care. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, you're old enough now. So the Deekster Gaming was created. Originally, when I made the channel, it still had my original profile picture, what was Carnum, who is a character in Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2. It's a mix of Venom and Carnage. And that was my original profile. And I decided, obviously, I couldn't be called Deacon Korf, so I renamed it to the Deekster Gaming Channel. And I made my first video, and I was so excited. Starting with Share Factory, and I'm like, holy crap, this is like really cool. And I'm like, okay, time to make my very, very first video. I filmed the video, I was pretty nervous for some reason. And yeah, that was that. The Deekster Gaming, welcome to the channel, was created September 18th, 2020, which is approaching 2 years ago now. yeah, we just did the 1 year celebration not too long ago. Just kidding. But yeah, I can't wait for the 2 year anniversary. I'm kind of doing this as like a special to, the second anniversary of the Geeksher Gaming, the second birthday coming up. But anyways, I don't, sorry, my bad. Anyways, so the video is created, and I'm like, this no way it's gonna do good. It gets a couple views. It gets like up to 26, and I'm like, damn, this ain't that bad. At this point, we're thinking of the series. Bo decides to butt back out of the original series, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Me and Dorito were still on board with it, though. And eventually, after like a couple months of making YouTube videos on PvZ, Fortnite, a Little Big Planet 1, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if that was after or before, but it doesn't really matter. The Geeksher Gaming channel got up to over 10 subscribers within a couple weeks. And I'm like, okay, this actually is pretty cool. I like this. I like making YouTube videos. And eventually, the Geeksher Gaming channel was discovered at school, and I told some friends. That was the worst stage of drama of my entire life. Was when the Geeksher Gaming channel was discovered at school. Everywhere I went, I could not escape it. People always just talked about my YouTube channel, treated it like I was the best YouTuber ever or something. People in the hallway would call me the Geeksher Gaming channel instead of just by my name, and I'm like, oh god, this is great. Anyways, eventually, with that happening, I quickly rose to 20 subscribers within seconds, and I'm like, oh damn, this is cool. So after I rose to that many subscribers within like, couple days, I'm like, I'm gonna keep making videos. And eventually, we got enough people. I'm like, okay, this is it. The Geeksher Gaming channel was created for one thing, one purpose, and that was to share our roleplays with the world. And the Geeksher Gaming channel created PvZ The Mission trailer. The trailer for PvZ The Mission. Sounds familiar? Don't worry. Plot at the time was a little different than the PvZ Worlds Collide that we have now. The trailer didn't show any clips that were shown in the main show like, a trailer should. We just made our own little clip and made it a trailer. Put it in the trailer. And this video actually got quite a few views and even attention in the comments like, this looks cool or can't wait. And I'm like, alright, this is it. The Mission. Didn't get enough people. No, not enough actors. So I'm like, okay, whatever. A couple months later, still not enough actors. A couple months later, kind of forgot about it. Still not enough actors. Over half a year later, I completely forgot about the name of the show. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's like Worlds Collide or something. And because, the name indicates, most people thought like the name indicated that two planets were about to collide or something. But the name actually indicated that, like, two species from planets go to war. Two worlds of species collide together. That was what the name indicated. So I named it the PvZ Worlds Collide. And the first episode, Welcome to Suburbia, was finally made. And I eventually went back to the trailer and noticed it was called The Mission. But I had already edited in the video Worlds Collide. So I just renamed the trailer to PvZ Worlds Collide, the trailer. So PvZ The Mission, that name was completely forgotten. And we eventually had a schedule, actually. Every, 2 days, we would make a video of Worlds Collide. Oh yeah, and fun fact, tomorrow, Season 2, Episode 4 or 5 is a year old. And I can't believe that most of PvZ Worlds Collide was already filmed, like, a whole year ago. And, it was pretty cool. And I kept making videos, until it happened. PvZ Worlds Collide, unfortunately, PvZ Worlds Collide stopped production. Why did it stop production? Well, it stopped because a couple people started getting busy, and I was pretty busy myself, and we eventually could no longer have time to film it. And I lost one of my friends who was part of the project, and another one decided to stop bothering me. What does stop bothering me mean? Well, around the same time, Season 2, Episode 5, The Frame came out, or September 11th, 2021. Around that time, I got a girlfriend, and her name's Haley. People from school obviously know that. Did not get permission to say that name online, but I don't really care. Anyways, so yeah, I got a girlfriend, and one of my friends, I always like would text her and call her while we're playing games, and my one friend's like, I'm not gonna bother you anymore because you're a girlfriend. So he left, and I'm like, well, goddamn it, we can't film Worlds Collide, and I had really no way to contact him other than through PlayStation, and he wasn't really playing PlayStation at all through this time period because he was bored of it. So I'm like, oh my god, what the hell, man? And I'm like, whatever. We tried. We filmed episode 6 like a couple weeks later, and it failed. Failed miserably. So I just deleted all the clips from this potential episode 6, and they were never seen by the world, which was quite unfortunate. Anyways, over 2 months pass, and at this point, I make a video saying, where's PvZ Worlds Collide? Because, like, okay, after this, I just done the Diamond Casino heist on GTA. And I'm like, okay, well, I haven't, like, made, like, a news update or anything saying, like, where's Worlds Collide? Why did it just stop being created all of a sudden? And Worlds Collide was kind of what got me a lot of subscribers and other videos I made along the way, mostly about it. And it was around this time that I made the KO Perico heist live stream. And I'm like, okay, well, like, damn it, you know, most people are forgetting about it at this point. And me myself, I'm like, I don't think you'll come back. Chances are, I hope it does. Chances are low though. And I don't think Worlds Collide's gonna be coming back. But thank God, a miracle happened, and PvZ Worlds Collide was able to come back. But I'll get into that soon. So, PvZ Worlds Collide was basically just lost to time at this point. Forgotten. Thrown away. Pointless. And I'm like, you know what, whatever. I kept spending time with my girlfriend. I kept playing with my friends. I went through a streak of making a lot of GTA clips. And then I got FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's VR. I played that, and this is where I really got to. 821 views on the first video alone. 821. That's what it has currently. But originally, it got up to like 200. And I got like a bunch of support from this, from strangers, people at school, etc. And I'm like, dude, let's go. And then after this, well, kind of before this, all I really made was clips for a bit. And I got extremely bored of YouTube. And I'm like, well, there's no Worlds Collide. There's no, like, anything to do. So I planned some Takeover 13, which was the last video of the series. I did plan on making more eventually, but it's half a year later now at this point, and I still haven't made any more playing some Takeover videos, which is sad in my opinion. And at this point, it had been 6 months, 5 months, some GTA clips, 5 months, news update. I eventually announced that I'm like, okay, yeah, I haven't really been uploading lately because, like, don't see a reason. Oh yeah, and PvZ Worlds Collide might return soon. Eventually, uh, I was like, okay, we need to get the actors back. I started contacting more people, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can get more people. All right, yeah, this is nice, this is nice. I'm like, yo, let's go. And we got most of the actors back. Oh yeah, and it was also around the third FNAF on VR stream. Not third FNAF. It was around the time where I made FNAF extra modes on VR, number 2, or number 1. It was number 2 or number 1. It was around this time where I broke up with my girlfriend, and I was extremely sad. I still kind of am, I'll be honest, but, after this point, I stopped making videos for a bit, and then my one friend figured out I broke up with my girlfriend, and he was getting a little less bored of PlayStation, so he kind of came back for a bit, and we finally got the group back together, and we finally found a weekend to, make PvZ Worlds Collide, and we're like, okay, this is nice. And we made Season 2, Episode 6, The Mission Continues. Might as well call it something like that, because, you know, it's been like half a year at this point since we've made a Worlds Collide video. And finally, it released. 33 views currently, 2 likes, 7 comments. For my channel and how popular it is, that's actually pretty good. It's decent. It's like average. And then we released the piece. Was it the same day or was it the next day? It was the next day, March 31st. And then we made a live stream where we raised the flag, but both sides attacked. It was a glitch. And then I eventually made on April 2nd, which was like 2 days after this, I made season 2, episode 8, The Wall, which got to the final climax. And then finally, PvZ Worlds Collide movie the next day, series final, 59 minutes long. It was actually pretty good. And then I released News Update 9. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna take like just just a little break. Worlds Collide's done. Hope y'all enjoyed the series. And I disappeared. 2 whole months of no uploading. 2 entire months. Until finally News Update number 10 came out, where I announced that Worlds Collide Chapter 2. Oh yeah, and at the end of the movie, we actually hinted towards a Chapter 2 of the series coming out. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, it's been a while, and also I was gone doing stuff. And finally, near the start of summer break, we made PvZ Worlds Collide Chapter 2, Season 1, Episode 1, A New Beginning. 17 views, it did okay. I'm like, okay, let's continue. Lost the crew, uh, lost a couple of people on the way, and I'm like, fuck, we can't do this anymore. And I just made a couple GTA clips, and I'm like, I'm just demotivated of making videos at this point. There's even a couple times during this period I considered quitting but didn't. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to. And then I made 2 slander videos, one about my school and one about a lot of my online friends. I then made a clip of me wearing an Iron Man mask, because originally the 2 first live action videos I made was a fake face reveal and an ASMR where I just had my hoodie over my head and I looked like a sock. So I decided to wear an Iron Man mask and a house coat. Then I made a couple of skits of me doing that, and then I played Little Nightmares. And then 3 weeks ago from now, I announced PvZ Worlds Collide Chapter 2 was cancelled. Oh, oops, that was my bad. Did not mean to do that. Whoopsies. Anyways, I eventually decided, like, yeah, it's not doing well. We don't got enough people. It's kind of, dead, and we only 1 episode in, so I really have no reason to, like, try to continue it. So I canceled it, and eventually the Red Cross Empire Slander, which is one of my Minecraft servers, came out. And then I played Little Nightmares again. I have to make the 3rd part still, my bad. I then decided to climb at Mount Chiliad in GTA 5 with an ambulance of my friend Parker. Then I reacted to videos I made in 2015. I made a skit just the other day about Snapchat kids and why they're weird. Trust me, I have the app, they are. And then, just last night, the Deekstra Game music videos created. Also, a couple months ago, during May, on this app or website called bandlab.com, I made an account on there called the Deekstra Music. And I made songs on there, just for fun in the spare time when I'm not making YouTube videos. The Deekstra Music was created. That was pretty cool. And I actually really like making music, and I just made a song 7 hours ago. Anyways, so yeah, that gets us to now. Podcast series was also created on the way and then canceled. I actually have over 17 videos that were created, canceled, and deleted. Some for no reason, others for good reasons. Others I just deleted. It's kind of complicating. And there was also episode 2 and 3 of PvZ Worlds Collide Chapter 2 that I made. I wanted to remaster those, so I deleted them, not knowing that it'd eventually be canceled in the near future, and either way I wouldn't need them. Anyways, and that leads us to now. What is the current state of the Deekstra Gaming? Not any more channel. Channel was removed from the name months and months ago. Anyways, so the Deekstra Gaming has 70 subscribers currently. We are approaching the 2nd anniversary of the Deekstra Gaming. I'm gonna play some Garden Warfare 2 to celebrate, and also some Fortnite since I have 2 live streams last year. One last year where I played Garden Warfare 2 for an hour, and then I played Fortnite for like another hour with my friend from school, Oliver, and my ex-girlfriend was the other person. I might be able to convince her, but probably not. I might just play Fortnite on my own or with some other people anyways. But anyways, more focused on now. What about role-playing? It's been almost half a year already since PvZ Worlds Collide finished. It was only 2 months ago since PvZ Worlds Collide Chapter 2 was made, and then after one episode canceled, basically. But that doesn't really count since it was like a 20-minute episode of a show that we don't even plan on continuing. Anyways, so eventually I do plan on making more roleplays. And by eventually, I mean we're literally in the production right now at this point of a brand new movie series. I don't want to make a big, scary show like PvZ Worlds Collide, where it expanded for almost a year. No, I want to make a movie series, which in total will have only 4 actors currently. So if anyone that has GTA 5 wants to, message me on PlayStation, feel free, because we need more than 4 people. We could do it with 4 people. I just prefer to have more than 4. So, that will be nice. Sorry, my bad. Oh, sorry, my bad. Anyways, so yes, GTA 5, PS4, PS5, whatever. Feel free to hit me up. Anyways, oh yeah, it has to be the PS4 version of the game. Doesn't matter if you're on PS5 or PS4. If you're on PS5 like me and you use PS4 version, you can still join. But if you're on the PS5 version, you will not be able to join, unfortunately. I mean, you will be able to, but you'll have to create a new GTA Online account since that's how they made it for some reason. And it's not cross-gen for some reason. Anyways, so this new series is going to be 3 movies and 1 short afterwards. It's going to be a movie series on GTA 5 Online, and that's all I'm really going to say for now. I can say for sure the first movie at least, is gonna come out sometime this month. Not gonna say when, because I'm not actually really sure. A trailer should come out later this week at least, or maybe next week, a trailer. And then the movie itself should release in like 2 weeks from now, around that time. Sometime during September, I can hopefully say. So for role-playing, I have this new movie series on GTA planned. I do have an actual show planned for later, later, like far from now. Chances are like next summer when this show will be created. Not gonna say anything about it other than the fact that it's on Minecraft. But other than that, oh yeah, feel free if you want, but that you don't have to really worry about since it might be like a whole freaking year until I make this, possibly. I don't know though. Anyways, that's really all I have to say about that. Currently, that's what we're working on as a GTA series. I'm working on ideas for this potential Minecraft series, and yeah, I do plan on playing Minecraft, making a Minecraft series with Dorito and Parker on the YouTube channel eventually, and I do actually plan on making a real face reveal video sometime soon, and a couple more live action skits, and maybe even some vlogging if I'm really bored. More music will be on the Deekstra Music on bandlab.com if you're interested, and I might even create a TikTok account soon. I do have a TikTok account, but like I mean like make TikTok videos. Anyways, yeah, I don't really have much else to say other than the fact that's where the Deekstra Gaming gaming channel, Deekshire Music, the Deekshire Deacon Corf. That's where we're at right now. 2 years, basically 2 years later after creating the channel. 70 subs. Could have done better, but I'm gonna start putting more effort and editing into the videos. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, or the first episode of the Deekshire Talks, we might have a special guests on this show eventually one day. But yeah, that's my talk about my YouTube channel and its current state, and mostly its history. But currently though, the Deekshire Gaming is doing alright. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, consider liking, subscribing, like it says you should do on your screen. Anyways, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Oh yeah, another thing to note is the Deekshire Talks will only have an episode a week. So I plan on doing one episode every Monday, and there will be a potential guest on some of them, and potentially not. But anyways, yeah, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and yeah, this is the Deekshire Gaming, signing out. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good day or night, whatever time it is for you. See ya.